Yeah, those are some really good questions. As a matter of fact, just the other day online, I had a few people ask me. They was like, "Are you sure it's undercover federal police and military soldiers and the criminals who work for them taking pictures of you, or are you just paranoid?" You know, remember, you can tell a lot about a person sometimes by the questions they ask you. Just by the questions they ask you, you can tell a lot about a person. And in the beginning, all I was trying to do was make everybody aware so they can think and use their mind. Now, it made me very happy that that these people was actually thinking, but it was kind of sad in a way that they was only thinking one way. Their brain was only letting them think one way. You know what I'm saying? They was either thinking, is it the feds and they little crew, or is he paranoid? I think he's just paranoid. You see what I'm saying? They're not looking at the whole picture. They're just thinking one-sided. But at least they thinking, so I'm proud and I give them props for that. You know. Now, back to what I was saying, you can tell a lot sometimes about a person just by the questions they ask you. Now, pay attention to this video because in this video, I'm gonna share some very important information that you can use and maybe you can learn. You know, uh, to all my fans who like me and like to hear when I talk, whenever I decide to talk, and sometimes I can talk a little too much, and sometimes I think I know a little too much, and I really don't be knowing nothing. So it's just normal talk. It's my opinion, what I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to offend anybody, but the undercover federal police and they military soldiers and criminals who've been messing with me. I really don't care what they think and how mad they get or whatever. This is for the people who, all my fans who like me and stuff like that. And okay, now back to what I was saying. Think about this question: are you sure that undercover federal police and military soldiers and the criminals who work for them are taking pictures of you, or are you just paranoid? Hmm. Let's see. Can a car move without gas? Uh, could it move without water? Um, could you survive a year without drinking water? Could you survive a year without eating? I don't know. Maybe, right? That's kind of like what they basically asking me. Undercover feds build a case on pictures. That's how they find a suspect, on pictures. You hear me? So for somebody to say, "Am I sure they're taking pictures?" Let me say this: even if they're not taking pictures, right? If it's 365 days a year, if I'm going to the bus 3 times a month, sometimes 2 times a week, or put it like this, every day I'm going somewhere, if somebody have to sit in front of me and pull out a cell phone and do this, even if they ain't taking a picture of me, I'm gonna have to take a picture of you and say you're taking a picture of me because of the fact that who put you there, who told you to come there and pretend like you're taking a picture of me. Why would you even waste your time to do that? You see what I'm saying? To even get on the bus and fake like you're snapping a picture of me. And then when I see you, you put your phone away. Now I'm going to take a picture of you because I feel like you took a picture of me. And I already know who you are, and you know I know who you are. If you're undercover feds or military, whatever, I see you snapping pictures, I'm going to want to snap a picture of you. And that's how feds build their case off pictures, for number one, okay? So for me to say, and why would somebody just say it's feds and don't, know what's going on? Don't nobody just make up something and say it's the feds if it's not. You see what I'm saying? And okay, now, so the question lets me know that sometimes people can be uneducated or they really free. See, whatever state and city they from, they free. They feds, their feds who run their state and city are not torturing them. They're not messing with them. They're really cool feds. You know what I'm saying? Really good guys who let the people be. You know, who only answer to, I guess, the threats, the major terror threats. But they don't understand. The feds here in South Florida is the terror threat. Yeah, and they're U.S. citizens. And yeah, they're gonna kill each and every good undercover federal police agency soon. They got to grow. It'll take time, but they'll kill them all if they don't pay attention, to things like this and what I say and stuff. It seems impossible, but remember, flying planes into a building was impossible too, right? Until it happened on 9/11, right? Okay. Now, back to what I was saying. Now, this let me know that they was free because of the question they asked. I was like, wow, they really free because obviously if either they don't know or they free. They police are really cool. They don't harass them. They haven't been torturing them because they don't know. They asked this, are you sure? Now, if they were here, they wouldn't have to ask that question because they would know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if me, I'm not free. I'm okay. I can go wherever I want, whenever I want, but I'm still gonna be followed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that irritates a person. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, if you know you've been followed, no matter who you are, what you do, it's gonna run you crazy eventually. You're gonna be like, yo, man, what the you doing, man? You following me around? I don't like that. It's gonna make you a violent person. And so you know that's what I want to kind of say. Okay, now the information I'm about to share is very critical to me, in my opinion. It's very important. People should really, listen. Maybe you can share this video, whatever you want to do with it. Like I said, you have the right to do whatever you want with my videos. Get me out there, share me, whatever, like me, hate me, doesn't matter. To my fans, mostly for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And let me just say this. Okay, now, you know how you can go online and you can ask Google or anything, Bing or Yahoo, wherever you search, you can ask online any kind of question and you'll get any kind of answer, right? Sometimes it be good answers, sometimes it be lies, sometimes, well, most of the time it be the truth. All of the time it's just people's opinions. Sometimes they be right, sometimes they be wrong. That's just people's opinions. Sort of like my video, my opinion, right? Um, now, okay, this is how I know, and like I used to think back then, right, that crime stoppers, whenever you see a crime happen, and they put on the TV, oh, call this number if you know who did it or whatever, and this and that. Now, I used to say to myself, even if I knew who did it, I still wouldn't tell, which even though I didn't know. But the reason why I would say that, because I was thinking that, maybe the police was was the ones who was killing, was hiring people to kill, and then they go back out and look for these people to make them more money. You see what I'm saying? They got everything going on all at one time, you know. But before I get into that, let me go back. You can ask the internet anything. This is important. Pay attention. You can ask the internet anything, and it'll give you any kind of answers, right? And what I'm about to say may be shocking. It may help some of y'all. Like I said, some of y'all might not like it, whatever. But just pay attention, right? This is how I know that here in South Florida, that undercover federal police and they undercover military who they have working for them and the criminals and stuff killing. This is how I know they're responsible for a lot of crimes here in South Florida and suicides and stuff, because that they know the side effects. Okay, like you can get a book on schizophrenia, you can get a book on depression, you can get a book on suicide, you can get a book on gays, strays, you can get a book on anything you want to know about, right? Anything. You can ask the internet anything you want to know. Anything you want to know, you can ask the internet. Like I said, you're going to get answers. Some of it might be BS, some of it might be the truth. You know, they're all people's opinions. It's up to you to decide which one's the truth. Whatever your heart thinks is the truth and whatever your brain thinks is a lie. That's what it is. Because at the end of the day, it all goes down to what matters to you, how you feel, what you think. If you think it's a lie, it's a lie. If you think it's the truth, it's the truth. That's all that matters, right? Now, the feds know that. See, they take over shit. Well, excuse my language. They take over stuff. They murder people. They hurt people here in South Florida. I don't know anywhere else. This is what I know. You know. Now now they have nurses. They have lawyers. They have all this stuff. See what I'm saying? So pay attention now, because it's about to get very critical. Very very important information. Look, look at it like this. They study, or put it like this, they know what causes schizophrenia. They know what causes delusions. They know what causes paranoia or depression. They know what causes suicide. They know what causes mood swings, personality disorders, or whatever. They know what causes cancer. They know what causes any AIDS, any disease you want to know about. They know what causes these things, okay? They study these things like teachers in biology classes. They know that. They undercover federal police, but don't you ever once, ever for 1 second think that they're dumb. They're not. They study these things. They offer the best job. They only go after the best people. The best of the best. Scientists and geniuses and professors and all that. So they know these things, okay? They know what causes depressions. And so, listen to this. They run them on you. They run them on you. And then, like she said, pay attention to the question she asked me. Are you sure? Now, pay attention to the question they asked me. Are you sure? Now, when I went and told the doctors this, she was like, are you sure you're not just paranoid? Same question I was asked online. Are you sure you're not paranoid? Are they doing this to you, or are you paranoid? Am I sure? Okay. Now, if I was paranoid, who caused it? I've been in South Florida my whole life. I ain't never meet so many strange people in my life until now. All of a sudden, my family's starting to die. People laughing at me, picking at me, showing me badges, federal badges, the real deal. You know, coming to hang out with me. All these people, all these military soldiers introducing themselves to me, telling me war stories. All this stuff going on. I don't want to know these people. I don't care about these people. I don't want them around me. You know what I'm saying? I was doing just good how I was doing. Now I can't get a job, but my family steady dying. And you want to tell me, am I sure? You know what I'm saying? Now, now here it goes. Now, like I was saying, they know what causes depression. They know what causes paranoia. So sometimes they want to test their power. They use that, you know, they use the badge for abuse, basically abusing their power. They want to test it. So they find what they call subjects. Since they don't want to say the word, because when they say the word, everybody gonna get it's gonna get all the ears. Everybody gonna pay attention. So they use subjects. You know what they mean? They mean nigga. You know, they mean niggas. If they say niggas, all the niggas gonna be alert, even the niggas who work for them. So they don't want you to panic. They want you to die slow. So they say subjects. We test the subjects. They do this and that. Subject, subject, subject. You know, they got, or minorities. Minority, subject, minority. But it's really, nigga, terror. Terrorists. Now all of a sudden Iraq got the name. Now the people in Iraqis, now the people with the beards are the terrorists now. But before, the terrorists was niggas. It was all about niggas in the beginning. Now now what I'm trying to say is, when they study these diseases, they run them. Okay? If you read what causes paranoia schizophrenic, you can go on Google and search it yourself and find out what causes schizophrenia. You can find out what causes delusions. You can find out what causes depression. You can find out what causes suicide. For instance, let's say if you, I'm not sure because I haven't studied it, read up on it yet, but let's just say if you Google what causes depression, right? So you Google it and it says depression normally caused by uh, let's say lack of income, lack of excitement, let's say no sex and stuff like that, right? So now the feds are gonna make you depressed, and when you start saying you're depressed, Now people gonna say, "Are you sure it's the feds or are you just depressed?" Well, yeah, I think it's both. I think the feds made me depressed. So when people talk to me, they actually see that I'm depressed, but they don't see who made me this way, or who made me paranoid, or who made me kill myself. They don't see the brilliant people that's behind the master plan. So whenever anything anywhere around the world happens, well, around the United States happens, I wonder if they had something to do with it. Me personally, I have to think rather a drive-by shooting, rather, because people don't just do these things, man. You know what I'm saying? And okay, and so now they found out what makes you depressed, and so they do that. They run that play to make you depressed. Basically, if not having money makes you depressed, they're gonna stop you from having money. You get $5 here, $5 there, $10 here, $10 there, but you ain't gonna get no real money. Believe that. If they find out no sex makes you depressed, you ain't gonna be able to have sex. They're gonna stop you from having sex with the ones you love or whatever. And they gonna be having sex with the one you love. They're gonna make they boys, they criminals have sex with the one you love, but you ain't gonna be able to get them. You know what I'm saying? You might can keep having sex but they'll be hitting you in a different way you might not see. You see what I'm saying? So now they've made you depressed, or they made you paranoid because they know what causes people to be paranoid. Duh. So they're gonna do it. So when you start crying out for help or you start telling people what's being done to you, they're gonna be like, "Hey man, you just paranoid." Okay, I might be paranoid, but have it ever crossed your mind to think, why am I paranoid? People don't just be born paranoid. You know what I'm saying? All this years of my life I've been living just fine. All of a sudden I'm paranoid, and the only thing you can think of is I'm paranoid. You can't even think why I'm paranoid. You can't even think I wonder who made him paranoid. Your brain just shuts down right there. You paranoid, you know? And so that's how they get you. They run these plays, man. If you lonely, they find out, they'll make you lonely. They run the plays, man. For instance, it's a group of boys over there. I'm gonna tell you how smart these undercover federal police and their military soldiers are. Nigga, they can have a group of 10 people go, or let's say 5 thugs. They can have a group of 5 thugs go on a killing rampage without even saying nothing to them, without even saying hi with federal police. They can have that group of 10 people go out and into the city and murder everything and make the news. And check this out. And then they'll go arrest them. And they the ones made these people do that now without them even knowing. Without the people even being knowing that the feds made them do that. Why? Because they can attack them without them even being seen that they've been attacked. They can attack them financially. Give me that. You can't get no job. So now you need money. You're going to want to go rob that bank because you ain't got no freaking money. Now they can attack you emotionally, physically, uh, make some thugs fight you. Here, dog, go fight him. I'm going to give you like 10,000 or whatever they might pay whoever to go fight you. Now that dude bump into you on the stove. Man, what the hell your problem, man? What's your problem? What you want to do? Boop, boop. Now you fighting him. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody posting your fight video on YouTube. Oh, you got to fight. So now that's another blow. You ain't got no money. That's the first blow. We don't fault you. That's the second blow. Now we finna get your family to turn on you. That's the third blow. Now that group of 5 people was doing just fine in a little group. Now things going wrong. They don't know who's causing these things. They thinking that they just normal, man. I ain't got no money. I tried to fill out job applications. Don't nobody want to hire me, man. You can't get no job. The feds already done put the word in. You are not allowed to work. You are under a so-called federal investigation. That's the investigation. It's basically a study of subjects to study minorities. Basically, we want to investigate you. We want to study you, investigate you, and see how you act in certain situations. Let's see how you act when you ain't got no lights in your house. Let's see what you do when you ain't got no water to take a bath. I want to see where would you get water from? What would you do to get this water? What would you do to get your lights on? So they put you in these situations. Investigation. Basically illegal, man. Studying you, putting you in situations that you wouldn't normally be in if they wasn't here watching you illegally. You see what I'm saying? So now, let's see what you do when your loved one died. Whoo! Oh, your grandma died of cancer. Or Your daddy died of AIDS or cancer, or he got locked up for life. They're studying you. It's all illegal. They breaking the law more than the law itself ever been made, but they ain't never going to jail. You the one gonna get the jail time, and you the one being murdered and tortured and suffering right here in the United States of America, the so-called best country in the world. This is what they doing to you right here, and some of y'all might not even notice this. See what I'm saying? So now the group of people has been tortured and beaten and broken in any kind of way you could ever imagine, ever. If you're a human being, you could ever. It's your brain won't even imagine what's happened to that group of people. So now they go out and rob and make the news and murder people and get away. Now the news come out and do their part. Oh, suspect shot, one dead, two shot, and one in the hospital, died at JMFH, or died at Ryder Trauma Center. You know what I'm saying? Now the nurses in the hospital, they might be working for undercover federal police and military soldiers. They do their job. You come in that hospital, they killing you, lights out. That's it. They ain't got time to be. They don't like you, nigga, in the first place. You feel me? Think about it. They go home. They wasn't born with that nurse suit. They just as gangsters as you and anybody else. You know, so when you go to that hospital, hey man, they getting paid to kill you, buddy. They gonna kill you. They get away with it. You done came in there with the crime. It's all connected. They got the people on the streets. They got people on the streets doing all things at once, but it's all under them, and you would never expect it. Like they got one group of people, all they do was work. That's it. They with the criminals who killed you, killed your family. They with them. They all in the same gang, but that ain't what they get paid to do. They got people for that. You see, they got people to terrorize the city and create news throughout the city. Those are their people. Those are their people. If you ride in the car, they got people that'll crash into your car to get you to go to the hospital. And then the people in the hospital rather kill you or let you go. Like I said in my last video, that they all connected. You know, here in South Florida, I don't know anywhere else. You know, so while these people here building nice buildings and remaking South Florida look so beautiful, they can build some of the best things in the world. They got people to build anything you could imagine. Nigga, if you could imagine something, they got people that'll build that. Very beautiful. You know? And yes, they are working for undercover federal police and military soldiers and criminals. They in the same gang as them, but they're not the killers. They are the builders, the ones who make it look pretty for the federal police and their criminals. You know, while they murdering, those are the people who take some of the heat off of them. So when you come into the city, oh wow, look, it's a beautiful park, honey. It's so beautiful. Look at the lights. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Look at the lights. Look at the swing. Yeah, look, it's a water park, honey. Oh yeah, let's have a great time. Yeah, that's their job. Their job is to make the city a beautiful place. But the city is way uglier than you could ever imagine. If you can open your eyes, if you can get your brain to stop thinking, he paranoid. If you can get your brain to stop thinking, oh, he just crazy. It's just in his mind. He don't know what he talking about. If you can for once just get it out your mind, you know that this person is crazy. Oh, ain't nobody taking pictures of him. You know, oh, he just paranoid. Yeah, you call this paranoid? You know what I'm saying? And so that's basically what it is. You know, so now they got all these groups of people to do certain things. You know, the criminal's gonna kill regardless. Let's just say if another federal agency come down here and arrested all crooked feds and locked them all up, they got it to where they got this so organized to where the criminals will still be killing and still not talking and taking the time. Death penalty or whatever you hit them with, nigga, they down to die for this. They love that's what made them so powerful. And so you arresting these criminals thinking that they alone. Man, y'all police is just as dumb as the criminals y'all chasing, because if y'all not the ones that's not, you know, let me say this, the police that's not with the feds and their military soldiers are just as dumb as the criminals that they chasing, that they think they chasing. Because of the point where they only thinking that the criminals alone, they act alone. They go out and put on their vest looking for niggas or criminals, regular 1-2 people in the streets. Their brain's so lopsided, they don't even think, whoa, I wonder if they working for the feds and their military soldiers. So now we done arrested 2-3 guys. We think we did a good job. We high-fiving each other, drinking coffee and donuts and stuff. Man, y'all about to die because y'all going home. Y'all got to go home. Y'all get followed home just like us. The news people, what? Whoever you are, you get followed home. I don't care who you are. Judge, no matter who you are, nigga, you got to get in your car, you got to put your keys in that mug, and you got to crank that up, and you got to drive home, nigga. Or you got to walk home, and you will be followed home. That's why these feds and they military soldiers and they criminals are the best here in South Florida, and they can take over the world, city by city. And they will if you keep sleeping on them. If you don't get justice, they will. And you will be their next victim. You'll be killed. And then Crime Stoppers will be putting your picture up there saying it's a reward. Maybe even me for even talking. You know, me putting my picture up there or your picture up there saying it's a $5,000 reward for anybody who have information on this murder. Knowing everybody already got information on that murder. They just want to know who all know about that murder. So you might be the next person to be murdered. Or so they gonna give you the money. The money is nothing. Think, man, this is the government, man. $5,000 is nothing, nigga. They could give you a $5 million reward because in the end, and they'll let you spend it because everything you buy is going back to them anyway. They're all together. Anything you do with that money is going back to them anyway. So and they're gonna eventually kill you anyway. So they all get everything back, all your cars, jewelry. It's just like they loaning it to you. Because when they kill you, nigga, they taking all that back, nigga, everything, your girl and all, your baby, all that. They taking all that. So they don't care about that, and they don't care what you believe, and so they don't care about me, but they care about what I say because they know it's true. So it's eating them up inside, but they got to laugh it off and keep they cool, like the professional murderers that they are, and they got to make people think I'm crazy, like they've been doing. That's what professional killers do for a living. Now you got to be smart, man. You got to think outside the box. Even if I'm wrong, it's my opinion. Like I said, you got to think about the what if, and you can't never forget that. You know, and so that's what it all boils to. You know what I'm saying? What you believe at the end of the day. Because if you're not thinking like this, then what are you doing? What are you doing? You thinking about getting married, huh? You thinking about finding that perfect girl or that perfect boy, everything's just gonna be okay? What happens when them niggas roll up on the side of you? I've had it done to me before, and it's probably gonna happen to me again. Like I said, you might be reading about my murder, but what happens when it happens to you? Hmm? What happens? Will you pay attention then? Will you listen to me then? When you walking with your so-called boyfriend, your husband in your life, and some niggas ride up on the side of you and put that gun in your head, nigga, and rape your girl in front of you, and then blow her brains out, then blow your brains out, what happened? What will it take for you to listen? What happens when they roll up on your moms or whatever, whoever, the person you love, or if not you, and got them sucking and having sex and raping them in front of you, and then kill them and let you live just so you can be haunted by what you've witnessed your whole life? Remember, it goes back to what I said in the beginning. They study what runs people crazy. They know what makes you paranoid. They know what makes you suicidal. They know what makes you delusional. They know what makes you depressed. If your whole family was raped in front of your face and then murdered, and then they let you live, that'll make you crazy. That'll make you paranoid. That'll make you depressed. That can make you kill yourself. These are the type of people you're dealing with when you come here to South Florida. These are the people that's running this state right now, this part of the state. They know what runs you crazy. They know how to make you paranoid. They know how to make you kill yourself. And yes, they do that. They make you kill yourself. They make you paranoid. They make you crazy. So I might be crazy. I might be paranoid. Okay? There, I said it. Okay? To the viewers who've been calling me crazy and think I'm paranoid. Okay, I just might be. Alright? But don't ever forget about what if. Who made this boy crazy? Why is he so crazy? What has he been through in his life that made him crazy? And who put him through whatever he been through to make him crazy? Okay? It ain't gonna hurt you to think like that, dog. You've been thinking one way your whole life. It's time for you to start thinking different. You think you're gonna get married and live a happily ever after life forever? No, one day you're gonna get a divorce, nigga. Or one day something could happen. It can happen. You have to up your awareness. You ain't gonna just live this princess fairy tale cartoon life. You in the real world. In the real world, stuff happens. You get robbed, you get raped, you get murdered, you die. Governments laugh at you. Some governments believe you. People hate you. People talk about you. People love you. People have sex with you. That's what it is. You in the real world. You got to think, man. You know what I'm saying? And these federal police, they are the entrepreneurs. And if I can get them hit hard, I want to be the one to hit them hard for what they did to me. And so I'm sharing this with whoever that'll view it. Very powerful people. You need to watch this. Everybody need to watch it. You can share my videos if you think what I'm saying is true. If you like what I'm saying is true, share them. See what kind of feedback you get. I don't care. You know, we all got haters. You got haters. I got haters. Everybody got haters. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got lovers. You got lovers. I got lovers. Whatever. You got a fan base. Everybody got a fan base. Everybody on Facebook or Twitter got followers and friends. You know, so whatever. I don't care about what the next person. They talked about Jesus. You know, but you know the thing is, you have to think about the what if, man. You got to think bigger, bigger. You got to think about everything in life. You know what I'm saying? What if the federal police that was killing me and my family or whatever they took me through or you through or whoever they took through whatever for whatever reason. What if they studied all these mental illnesses, mental and physical illnesses, and then they executed them on the whole neighborhood? That's what they doing here in South Florida. I'm telling you. You can come here if you want to, whether you undercover federal police, if not, okay. Excuse me. If you think I'm lying, if you might be an undercover federal police or a military soldier who watching this video or whatever, don't say nothing, nigga. Don't call the South Florida and tell them you coming. Don't do nothing. Just show up here dressed in regular clothes. But let me say this: these undercover federal police and military soldiers here in South Florida, they know me. So what they gonna do? They see my videos. They see my videos before all y'all, before anybody. So they might change their plan up when they see this, like they always do. But if you another federal police from another state or whatever, and you're a military soldier, whatever it is you do, but you powerful, you got rank, you can get justice or whatever. Don't call South Florida and let them know you come here, nigga. Just show up in street clothes and look like a regular normal person, and go into cities in the neighborhood anywhere here in South Florida, from Broward to Miami. Get a hotel, do what you do, right, and just live your life. When they see you again, you gonna say, dang, Sean was right. They're gonna When they see you, I watch they start following you. You know what I'm saying? And people are gonna start dying. They might even kill you. They might have somebody to crash your car. Like I said, they got groups of people. Some groups of people are only to build nice buildings, only to clean up behind them. That's their job, to clean up, make the place a beautiful place while it's ugly, while it's war in the city. Dress it up like it's beautiful. Make beautiful buildings and parks and water slides and communities. Build that up. They on the same team as the killers, whose job is to kill, nigga. No matter who you killing or why you kill them. Go into the city and kill them dead. Make their families cry. I want to see their families on the news begging for justice. Murder them. Kids, daddies, mothers, children, grandmothers. Kill them all. I want to see them dying. I want to see them on the news crying, begging for justice. That's what it's about. And then you got the lovers. They with the killers and the people who building the place. But their job is only to have sex with you. That's their job. They don't care who you are, how you look, how ugly you is, what you do for a living. Their job is to have sex with you. If you a girl, if you a teen, his job, his mission is to have sex with you. I don't care what you do or what you look like, what you say, how crazy you are. His job is to get in them panties. And he gonna get in them panties, he gonna have sex with you. That's his job. Now, if you a boy, her job is to have sex with you. Nothing else. She with the people who murdering. She with the people who making the place a beautiful place, who building all these nice buildings and parks. She might not even know she with them. But her job is to have sex with you, and that's what she gonna do. She gonna have sex with you. That's what she do. That's what she's been called for. That's what she gonna do. And then you got the fighters. I don't care what you do, who you are. Like I said, his job or her job is to fight you. Excuse me, is to fight you. No matter what you do, they come to fight. I don't care. Whatever you could talk, you could try to talk your way out of it. His job is to fight you, and that's what he gonna do. Eventually, no matter how it happens, you could start out playing a video game, trusting him. He gonna fight you eventually. Your so-called friend or whoever that he might pose as for that moment. He might be the guy in the community store, bump you and hey man, what's your problem? Or he might start off as your best friend. Eventually, he gonna fight you. That's what he was called for. That's what he gonna do. That's what she gonna do if you another girl. Whatever. Her job is to fight you one way or the other, and she gonna fight you. Period. Point blank range. I don't care what you say. Or if you driving a car, it's people that's gonna crash your car. I don't care what you say. You can turn on the news. I don't care who you are, how much love you think you have. I don't care about your husband, what he do. I don't care about your kids, what they do. Whatever. You get in that car and you leave your house. You it's it's a person assigned to crash your car. And when they see you, wherever they see you at, in front of whoever they see you in front of, they're going to crash your car. I don't care. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you do. When you're here in South Florida and they assign that person to crash your car, nigga, your car is going to be crashed. I don't care if the person who crashed into your car died after that, but your car going to be crashed. Your car going to get crashed. That's what he called for. And then they got the people in the hospital. The people in the hospital is with the same people who building this place up to be beautiful. It's with the same girl whose job is to have sex with you. It's with the same dudes who pick the fight with you. They're all connected. They're all together. But his job is to maybe kill you when you get to the hospital. Maybe that's it. This is where the show stops. We finna stick you with some poison or something. You ain't coming out this hospital. You gonna die here. This is where it's at. Or they might have another mission for you to let you live because they're not done with you yet. So they might fix you up and send you on about your way, but they're all together. They even have some news reporters. You better believe that. They get that call, don't report this. It's finna go down. Nigga, they ain't coming into that city. It's gonna be a lot of stuff happening. The news ain't gonna go there. You better believe that. Now they might get the call later and then go there, but they're all together. I'm telling you, what you don't know won't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And I share some very important information with you in this video. You could take it or leave it. You can hate it or love it. Whatever. That's what it is. I'm giving it to you as raw as anybody gonna give it to you. You can hate me. You can talk about me. You can call me crazy, paranoid, delusion, whatever. But ain't nobody else telling you nothing. Nigga, they posting fight videos. What kind of knowledge you learning from fight videos? What, how to fight? You know what I'm saying? You spending most of your time watching fight videos. You spending most of your time watching twerking videos, prank videos. You know what I'm saying? It ain't bad because I watch it too. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you need this kind of video in your life too. You can replay this video, rewind it, you know, and listen. Like I said in the beginning, in order for you to do anything in this world, you have to practice for it. Practice make perfect. If you want to be a fighter, you have to practice to be a fighter. If you want to be a football player, basketball player, soccer, hockey, rollerblade, swimmer, bike rider, softball player, a track runner, anything you want to be in the United States of America requires thousands of hours of training and practice. Period. You have to train for it. No matter what you want to be, you have to train for it in the United States of America or maybe anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm trying to get you to do in this video, I'm going to be honest, is train your brain. I'm trying to train your brain, man. Because, and what I mean by that, your brain is obviously been trained to do something else its whole life. You spent all of your whole life thinking this way. Now when you hear me, you think this way. That's all I'm trying to get you to do is train your brain to think other than what you already been thinking. And I'm not telling you no lies. I'm telling you the truth of the best of my knowledge. You see what I'm saying? If you want to be an athlete, you have to train hard to be an athlete. One day you're going to be a great athlete after you train. So why not train your brain to think about what I'm telling you? They have groups of people for certain things. To do certain things to make you react a certain way. They can make you a raper. They can make you a child molester. They can make you a serial killer. You know why? Because they've been studying them damn books to do that to you. That's why. You think because they federal police and military soldiers, they good guys? You think they live that little happy little life, man? You better think again and pull your head out of your booty and welcome to the real world. This the real world, man. Stuff happen to people like you and me. You think the feds ain't gonna do it to you? Why? Cause they got a badge and they swear to protect the law. So you think they ain't gonna torture you and murder you? Man, nigga, what planet you live on? Where you from? Where you from? You from the United States? You from the United States because you're not acting like it. You asking irrational questions. Your brain is not thinking. You only thinking one way. What the hell is you? Oh God! In order to be anything, man, you have to study, man. You have to study hard to be anything you want to be in your life. Even if you want to be a Fed, you have to study. If you want to be a fighter, you have to study. If you want to be a great WWE fighter, you have to study until it makes perfect. Until you like this. You have to study until you like this, man. Practice make perfect. Okay? So if the Fed's been studying how to make you crazy, how to make you a child molester, how to make you a raper, how to make you a murderer, they're gonna run those plays to see if what they're saying is true. You are under a federal investigation. We are studying this subject, this nigga. This nigga is under a federal investigation. A federal investigation. Investigating you because they're going to do these things to you. They're going to cut your lights off and see how would you cut them on. They're going to cut your water off to see how you bathe. They're going to run those plays that they've been reading about how what causes depression, what causes suicide. And exactly what they read what causes suicide is what they're going to do to you to see if you suicide. And the rich people are the easiest ones to target because they got so much money they never see this. Anybody that's in the entertainment business are almost easier to kill than people who not. Because people who rappers and famous actors and all that, they eat way easier because they don't expect that. Their career starts it's built on fans. And in that crowd of people who they hugging and writing autographs for, it's a good 4 or 5 undercover federal police and murderers around them, criminals who work for the federal police and military soldiers posing as people and the fans. Hey, I want your autograph. Asking for your autograph. All the while they the same people who plotting to murder you. Bad nigga, wanna behead you. Just wanna see you dead in that casket. So I'm training your brain. When you see my videos, I'm trying to train your brain to think about these things. It's not going to kill you to think about these things. I'm not saying be a paranoid person, don't trust nobody, because you have to trust somebody, and the feds know that too. And 90% of the time, if you in their city, when they're out, they're going to be that somebody you trust. Because they know you need somebody to trust. They know that, and that somebody is going to be them. You better believe that. I don't care if it's your grandma, Suey, Sally, Jobo, whoever, it's going to be them. So I'm not saying be paranoid. You have to talk to them and pretend and open up. You have to laugh. If you follow me for a day and you'll say, there's no way in the hell Keytron been tortured by federal police and military soldiers. He act normal like nothing never happened. Duh, nigga. I have to act normal. I have to stay strong. I have to still laugh and smile and still play and still enjoy my community. And I know they out there, and I know they trying to be friends with me, and I know I might be playing basketball with some of them. But that don't mean that I trust them and that I want to. It just mean that they won't excuse me. It just mean that they won't freaking go away and leave me alone and let me live my life. So I have to live my life with them. But I know what and what not to do and say around them because I don't want them around me. I don't want to be, cool with them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end this video, because it's getting too long. And like I said, I do tend to talk too much sometimes, And I didn't mean to talk this long. I really wanted it to be like a 10-minute video, 15-minute video, so I could upload fast. But I got into it, man. And it happens. And hopefully I might add some pictures to it, or I might not. It's probably long enough. And so I'm Keytron to the ones who don't know me. To the ones who know me, y'all know I'm Keytron. This is my video. And till my next video, I'm out. You can rewind this video, share it, whatever. But I'm out, y'all. Peace.